Greg, how have things been under the new management?
In terms of being out in the training pitch and stuff, obviously it's been really positive, and we try to get ourselves going. Obviously the results haven't quite married up, but yeah, just try to remain as positive as we can, and I think that's the only way that we're going to get out of this situation. As
you say, obviously looking for that first win under them, but what do you feel they've brought that's maybe a bit different out in the training pitch?
No, as I said, just being really positive, and I think they've brought their own ideas which they're trying to implement in the games, and obviously the weekend it's tough once you go down to 10 men, but I think at the start of the game we had a go, and probably could have scored 2 goals early on, which changes it. There's lots of things at the weekend could have changed things, so no, they've just brought a kind of new energy, and hopefully start to see it in the pitch.
You mentioned that kind of positivity. Is there a feeling that once you get that first win under Neil and Billy that things can then start to roll on from there?
Yeah, of course, that's what you're hoping for, that's what the aim is. It's the only way we're going to get out of the situation we're in, is to get that, to break the duck and get that win, and then take the confidence and roll from there. That's, as I said, that's what you're hoping for. That's what our aim's got to be, because it's the only way that we're going to see ourselves up the table.
How tough has this season kind of been up until this point, do you feel?
It's mega tough. Obviously when you go as many games without a win, it can play in everybody's mind, and negativity can set in, which is why you try and be as positive as you can, which can be tough, because when you come away from a game on a Saturday and you've lost, and it's not easy to then pick yourself back up and go again. But I think through experience, that's the only way that you're going to get out of it. If you live in that negativity, or if you're doom and gloom and you can't see the other side, then you will never ever get out of it. So it's easier said than done. We've got to do it on the pitch, but that's what we've got to aim for.
Is that something that maybe you and some of the other experienced players have tried to instill into this group, that it's about sort of not getting in your own head about it and making sure that you stay positive and just keep on pushing on, and it can turn?
Definitely, you've got to, as much as that's also hard, is to just put some games in the bin, because you can't live and look at what's happened. You can only look forward and what you're going to do next week. So as much as that's been so hard, because obviously you've been on that run that no one wants to be on, but we've got to get out it, and we've got to focus on getting out it, and the only way is doing that is being better and going out, and I think through thinking that you're going to do it is the only way you're actually going to make it happen.
The manager's said that he's hoping to make some additions before the deadline on Monday. He thinks that sort of bringing in that freshness to the squad can help. Have you maybe experienced that before, being at a club where things haven't been going so well? There can just be that injection out of nowhere that might kind of spark something.
I wouldn't say I've necessarily had it before, but players come in will naturally help if you get the right additions to the squad. Whether that happens or not, so obviously it's the manager and above, but you've got to just focus what's in the changing room just now, and if that comes, then great. If not, then as I said, we've got to believe in ourselves, and the 11 people that are on the pitch plus the people who come off the bench, we've got to dig in together and make it happen.
Do you feel, sorry, I was going to say, just finally, do you feel when you look around that changing room that there is enough experience, there is enough quality there, that you are better than what the league table suggests at the moment?
Definitely. I think there's been plenty of things in the season that's went wrong. I think everything that basically could go wrong has went wrong. Through different things, and sometimes you feel like things just aren't going your way, which you create your own luck at the same time. So I'm not sitting here blaming anybody else who'll take it on the chin, but it's definitely not the way that we wanted it to go, and I believe that what's in the dressing room can definitely get us out it. As I said, that's the main thing. If you believe in that, then obviously hopefully it'll happen, but no, it's what's in there has enough to go and win games, especially the run that we're on. I don't feel that we should ever be on that run with what's in there, but we are, and we find ourselves there, so we just need to get ourselves out it.
What's the manager's chats with you've been like, Greg? Obviously he's a former attacker as well. Is he going to put some targets on for you for the rest of the season?
Not specifically me, but just in the group. Obviously, once, as you said, both him and Doddsy have been attackers and been there, done it. So, yeah, just putting demands on the group. Wants to see more attacking football and stuff. So, yeah, they've basically came in and told us what they think and try to give us pointers. So, hopefully, as I said, we can take them on board. I don't think it's quite came to fruition yet, but I'm hoping that sooner or later it's going to click into gear.
Yeah. And how's the return from injury then? Is that you back to full fitness now?
Yeah, obviously missed in a few weeks, a bit longer than I said, a bit longer than I even thought for it was going to be a couple of days. So, yeah, not great timing, but at the end of the day, no injuries ever great timing. So back, and hopefully that's me to the end of the season.
And as mentioned before, you and some of the players like Rory McKenzie have been here before when Kiltie have been involved in a relegation battle. Is that something that you guys are saying to the players, like, we need to pick up a win, get out of this rut?
Yeah, I think everybody knows they don't want to be where we are in the league, and if you think it's acceptable to be sitting there, then you're totally wrong. So I think everybody in there needs to have the mindset that we need to get out of this, and we need to get out of this quickly. So yeah, we can only reiterate that to every player, but I'm more than sure that they're all on board, and if no one wants to be where we are, and we're all aiming to get out of it quickly.